Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If we don't know each other yet, my name is Omega. I'm an exercise physiologist, and this channel is all about creating fitness from the inside out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. And if you're excited about this video, please click that like button. Let me know that you're excited. And if you're new here, leave a comment below telling me where you are coming from, because I would love to know, and I love connecting with each one of you that come through here. So today I want to share with you what my experience has been in tracking my menstrual cycle and what it has been historically for me as a former bikini competitor and athlete, and what I've done to get where I am now, and how I have used everything that is at my disposal to actually work out less and get more fit. I'm not even kidding. I know we play around with that a lot, but seriously, when I am tracking my cycle, and if you don't track your cycle, there are easy ways to do it. When I'm tracking my cycle, life becomes much easier, and working out becomes much less efforted and much less of a mind game of what am I going to do, what am I going to plan. So that's what's going on in this video. To start, I'd like to share what my experience has been as an athlete and as somebody who works out, and how that ultimately affected my body. So in 2009, I did a major competition, and I took third place in a national bikini division in Florida, and shortly thereafter, I got really, really sick. Prior to that, I had already lost my period. It was already just gone. I'd lost my period when I started training very heavily, and it just never came back. And I'm sharing that with you all to set you up for this idea that when we track our cycle, we actually get more information as to how our body works. And so through this process of I got my cycle back again, I gained enough weight back again, enough fat in my body. That's one of the things that was happening. I just didn't have enough fat to have a menstrual cycle. I gained enough fat back to then have a menstrual cycle again. I started eating more diverse foods. I started working out in a different way. I definitely worked out less, and I lifted more weights. And so I like to build some context for you. I am a personal trainer. I like having my body a certain way. I know many of you like having your body a certain way too. My body, at the age of almost 32, I'll be 32 later this month, is in what I would call my pre-season, or really it would be my in-season competition body. And I think that's really important because I am working out less. I am more fit and more healthy than I ever was before. And I think that my dedication to understanding my menstrual cycle has definitely helped me get there. So I just want to share a little bit about what I have been doing for my menstrual cycle and tracking, and what books I've read and supplements I've taken, and yeah, I hope that you get something from this. So I really got into tracking my cycle a couple years ago, but then I read the book In the Flow by Alyssa Vitti, and it just kind of tore my world apart when it comes to health and fitness. And I dove into lots of research, and I started talking with my friend Ariel more, and she is the co-founder of a menstrual support supplement company, Ovamoon. It is a menstrual multivitamin, or a multivitamin for menstruating people. And I got on that supplement, and what I noticed, I got on the supplement after reading the book and after educating myself on PMS symptoms and what happens physiologically prior to menstruation. And I can talk to you about that too. But what I noticed when I got on the supplement and started tracking my cycle using the app My Flow by Alyssa Vitti, was that the emotional distress that is caused by PMS actually decreased. by a lot. I was able to manage my emotions better. And I know that PMS manifests differently for different women. Some people get extreme bloating. Some people get headaches. Some people get freaking migraines. Some people get diarrhea or constipation. And all of those signs, okay, so this is the crazy part, that all of those signs, what they're pointing to is excess naughty estrogen in the body. When we have toxic estrogen, this is what happens, okay? Estrogen is in our body. Estrogen, our body's like, hey, this is toxic. We don't want it in here. We're going to send it out. It goes to the colon. If we don't have regular bowel movements, then our body can't clear that estrogen. And then it gets absorbed back into the colon and sent back into the liver for storage. And that's how we get estrogen toxicity. That's how we get all of the PMS symptoms that many of us are so intimately familiar with. And I think it's important to, for me and for many women I know, I think it's important to start educating ourselves as to how we can rid ourselves of excess estrogen and be more be more educated around how to do that. So one of the ways to do that obviously is supplementation. I took this awesome supplement, and I'm not pushing this supplement on anybody, but I know that this supplement is designed to help rid our bodies of the excess estrogen that is actually toxic to us, that causes everything that we don't like about periods. So supplementation is one option. Another option is dietary, right? So what I found in the research is that flax seeds, in particular, flax seeds are the number one way to get bad estrogen out of our bodies. And I think that's really important information. And I've been increasing my flaxseed intake, and I'm still noticing a decrease in my emotional upsets. And that doesn't mean that my emotional upsets don't happen. I get crazy. I have a boyfriend that can attest to the fact that I am crazy around my periods. But he'll also say that it's getting less and less and less. And I can't do that without the awareness and without, obviously, the reflection that I not only get from him, but from the world around me. And so now in terms of exercise, what's different for me in terms of exercise is I no longer lift weights, but I am toned AF. I don't lift anything heavier than 18 pounds. I don't have anything heavier than 18 pounds in my equipment stock right now. And I think that's important because I think a lot of the people look at building muscle like I have to lift more weight to build muscle, but no, it's what helps you build muscle is time under tension. So the most time that you can spend under tension, there's no weight involved in that formula. So you can get the same results with resistance bands with your own body weight, and gravity, i.e. jumping and jump rope and doing lunge jumps and stuff like that. We can build a lot of muscle that way. And what I've found, based on what Alyssa Vitti taught me in her book, In the Flow, is that there are optimal times to engage in strength training, and that is around your follicular and ovulatory phase. So that's right after we finish our cycle. So I have been doing that in my workout flow too. And let me tell you, there's a lot less pressure for me to perform throughout the month for myself, athletically perform for myself. And for you, maybe there's more permission that you can give yourself throughout the month to not abide by the rules that we set for ourselves. So throughout the month, what happens in my workout flow is here's my period right here, point A, my period right here. And my period lasts for about 5 days. And then I start coming out of it. And as my period starts to end, then I start increasing the intensity of my workouts. And it's like a blossom. Over time, my workouts will get a little bit more intense for about 2 weeks. And then I start to decline. And here's what I think is one of the coolest parts about it, is that our body actually is more equipped for fat burning and for muscle gaining at different times of the month. So literally, I spend the 2 weeks of the first part of the month focused on, or the first part of my month after my period, focusing on strength training. So I do strength training. I push myself to my limits as I get to my ovulatory phase. And after my ovulatory phase, I focus on fat burning, which is your body is so capable of doing at this time. And with fat burning, I do just longer exercises that are a little less intense. So instead of doing a quick 20-minute HIIT session, I might do a longer, lavish yoga session. That's not as intense, but it's like 45 minutes and it's long and I'm moving the whole time. And you can do the same thing prior to your period in order to burn fat by just using walking or riding your bike or interval running or things that nourish you that you like. I love being on my mat. If you love getting out for a run, I encourage you to do that prior to your menstrual cycle in your what's called your luteal phase. And if you're not yet familiar with the phases, I want you to download the app in the Flow, My Flow. It is by Alyssa Vitti, who wrote the book In the Flow, which I highly recommend too. I also recommend that you look into Ovamoon's ebook. It's a free ebook, and it educated me a lot about the different menstrual phases in a way that was very approachable. It wasn't very hard to understand. And the last thing that I'll tell you before I go is about the 8-week course I have coming up with the founders of Ovamoon, the menstrual balancing multivitamin. Their names are Ariel and Dana. And we have collectively designed this 8-week course called Tapping into the Wisdom of Your Menstrual Cycle Using Health and Fitness. And this course includes 30-minute weekly Zoom calls for one-on-one coaching sessions with each of us. And it includes an accountability buddy. It includes 3-month supply of that amazing supplement that I told you about. And I'm also designing a phase-specific holistic workout program for you and a phase-specific nutrition recommendation PDF for you. And so when you join this course, you're getting all of that. The course starts on October 22nd, and we have a few spots left. We're limiting it to 12 people that really, really want to get in touch with their cycle. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you've yet to subscribe to this channel, please do that right now. Like this video and go ahead, share it out on Instagram and Facebook. Tell your friends who menstruate about this video, and I hope this inspires you to tap into your own menstrual cycle so that you too can work out less and get more fit. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.